Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be going over the new OP17 Big Mom that comes out in OP17. This leader has a pretty interesting ability that lets your opponent choose what they want to do. So basically when she attacks, your opponent can either choose to let the Big Mom player choose a random card to trash out of their hand, or Big Mom can trash a card to gain a life basically. So more than likely your opponent is going to want to let Big Mom just heal most of the game, because if you just let your Big Mom opponent to trash a random card, they could easily just trash your next play. So most of the time people just let Big Mom heal, but by the end of it, Big Mom could end up with like 6 to like 8+ lives by like turn 5 or something. So it can be pretty scary once Big Mom starts triggering out all these small 4K bodies, and we'll get to the card in just a second that makes this deck crazy. But basically Big Mom for the first part, pretty much for most of the game, is going to be building up her board with these small bodies. I figured out that you don't want to be swinging with those bodies, you just keep them on board, you just keep healing, and by the time you hit 10 drop Big Mom, you're still at like 4 or 5 lives probably, and you could either gain a life still or make your opponent take a life, and all those bodies on board are going to be 8k power characters. So going over the deck real quick, this Flampe is actually a pretty solid card because it gets you an extra card in hand. You're going to be healing a lot during the game, so adding a card from the top or bottom to your life and then drawing a card on top of that is not too bad, and it's a 2k, so a very solid card for the deck, I think. This Strucin is just a top 3 searcher for a Big Mom, and it's a 2k. Zeus comes in handy when you got the Dawn to play with that can KO a 5 or less, but you have to add a life, but with this deck it does not really matter that much. First 4k bodies is Charlotte Cracker, so basically on play you can rest 2 Dawn, so 5 Dawn in total to gain a life, and then once you hit 10 Mom, he becomes an 8k. Same thing with this card. This is a 2k, 4k power. Play this card, so all these little bodies are going to be trigger play a card, except for I think one of them, which is the Charlotte Brûlée that rests a 6 or less, but she is a blocker, so she could come in handy for 3 Dawn. This Charlotte pudding is very important because you can trash a trigger to draw 3 cards. That is insane. She also has a trigger to search top 5 for a Big Mom Pirates. So this card is definitely a must-have for the early plays, because drawing that many cards off of one trash is pretty insane. This is one of the MVPs of the deck, Charlotte Oven. On KO you can play 4k or less from your trash, other than Oven, but basically no one's going to be wanting to swing into this, because what you can do is if they KO this card, you get to play out a Charlotte Pudding if it's in the trash a trigger, draw 3. So this card is very important for the deck. If you can get this out on the field, whether through a trigger or play, that'd be awesome, because they're not going to want to swing into this card, and you want to try and keep as many 4k bodies on the board as you can up until you get to 10 Mom. Charlotte Smoothie is a pretty solid card. Basically for 7 total Dawn, you can gain a life and then make your opponent trash a card, trigger, play this card. Charlotte Katakuri, basically on play, you can add a life and then give one of your opponents minus 3k, so that could come in handy sometimes. And then the 3 Sweet Commanders on play, you can rest 2 Dawn, 8 Dawn in total. You can give 2 opponents minus 3k, and you can gain a life. If you want to play this card and minus something down to attack into it, that'd be good. This deck is missing a rush body. That's a Charlotte Perospero that can rush and play a 4k or less from hand, so that might be an important card to add into the deck once you can. I'm pretty sure it's a trigger play the card too, so excited to try that card out once it comes out. But the card that makes this deck come all together is this 10 Mom, that on play you can either gain a life or make your opponent take a life, and then all of your characters with base 4k become 8k power. So if you have 4k bodies on board that have done nothing all game, and then you play this 10 Mom, make your opponent take a life, more than likely you want them to take a life, because you just want to eat their lives away. And then you have 4 8k swings coming at your opponent, and that is super scary. So The thing is with the 4K bodies, once it's their turn, they're back to 4K, they'll start trying to swing into them, but they'll just reoccur and reoccur every time they attack your life, because there's so many times where people attacked me that I just kept triggering this body, this body, this body. They just kept coming and coming, and they couldn't even stop it. So pause. But this deck is very annoying to go against. It's actually pretty consistent because you keep triggering all these bodies out, and then the 10 mom there's a 4 of, so more than likely you're going to see it every game. The only thing that sucks is if they KO this card, then all your 4K bodies get turned off, but it is a 12K body, 10 cost, it's hard to get rid of. So at the end of the day, this deck is going to be a very scary deck to go against, because you're like, oh, they just have all these small bodies on board. Then they drop 10 mom and they're like, oh crap, I got 4 8K swings coming at my face, bro. And alongside with Big Mom trashing a card to heal, it gets pretty scary. And they gave this deck unblockable with this card, so you can actually give this 10 mom unblockable to go for the game, and you're going to be making your opponent take all their lives throughout the game. So getting them down to 0 will be pretty, not like really easy, but it'll be easier than most decks, and this card is a very important card. This is mainly here just for the trigger. You can either have your opponent chooses whether they trash 3 cards from their hand. If they don't, you can KO a 6 or less. So very good trigger for sure. I felt like using leader ability is definitely a strategy you need to practice, because like not every time you have to use leader ability. I usually like to use it a lot early on, and then late game I don't feel necessarily that I have to, but it really depends on the situation. So I'm still testing out the deck, seeing what works, what doesn't, but I think overall this deck has been feeling really, really good so far. So I have to figure out what cards I would drop for the new Sparrow that comes out. I might have to drop the Zeus, or maybe a couple of the Flampeys, but we'll just have to see about that. Oh, as I was saying it, Sparrow is actually in the sim right now. So yeah, we're gonna have to make a decision right now. 11 2Ks once we drop the Zeuses. We keep 2 Zeuses, keep 2 Crackers, and then drop 1 Flampay and add 3 Sparrow. And we'll see how that works. Early stages, just testing the deck, see what works. But we'll go with 3 Sparrow. And I know they have this event that KOs a stage, but I don't think that's really necessary right now. I mean, it might be a good card in some matchups, but unless you're going against Emu, which you won't see very many Emu anymore, this card, it's whatever. So it is a 4K plus counter, but it is what it is. So this is the deck we're going to be rocking with. Let's get into some games. All right, we're going against Sabo. We're going to take second every time. We have a Flampay, we have a Linlin. I think we can keep the same. We at least have a Flampay to use. And I just, oh, there's a pudding on turn after this. We'll take top life, draw a card, we get a Zeus, and pass. We will drop pudding next turn, probably trash one of the Crackers to draw 3. He is playing interesting, an Elbaf themed deck for Sabo. That is very interesting. Rest one of your opponent's cost 6 or less. I think we'll do that. We'll just rest the Usopp so we can attack into it. Let go ahead and go 2 into it, see if he protects it or not. And then we'll drop the pudding to trash to draw 3. He would be smart to let this go, I think, because we're just going to attack into it with Linlin anyway. If I were him, I would just let it go, because it's not, I don't think it's that deep. He could reoccur these bodies pretty easily. And he protects it. Alright, bad mistake. We will trash one of the Crackers. Might be a pretty interesting deck to try out for sure. I don't know why he's thinking so. You're not going to counter 4K for this Usopp, buddy. That's just not how it's gonna go. Alright. Oh wait, he was deciding leader ability still. Okay. Bro is not the thinker. Just gonna probably let this Usopp go. We'll drop Pudding, Trash, Cracker to draw 3. I'm gonna hit him with the big old question mark. Okay, I was like, what is going on, bro? Like, just let it go or something. All right, Trash that, draw 3. Okay, not bad. Got a 4K body on board. Oh, his game froze. Okay, I was like, what is going on? Probably gonna draw... Ooh, we got Saw, top 3 for an Elbaf. So Elbaf Sabo might be a deck because like these giants hitting leader ability might be pretty solid. We get a trigger. There we go. Charlotte Smoothie on the board. We'll take that. We could do another Pudding to trash a Katakuri. Let's do a search. Pick up another Big Mom or Parasparrow here because we'll probably get another Big Mom sooner or later. Let's go 7, trash Katakuri, and then we'll trash a Zeus to gain a life if he lets us. And then we'll go Pudding, trash Katakuri, draw 3. And if he can't deal with the bodies on board, because we're just gonna keep him standing until we get to 10 Mom. So if he can't deal with that, then he's gonna have a lot of swings coming at his face. Alright, took. We're gonna go Pudding, trash, Katakuri, draw 3. Alright. We have unblockable if we need it. So we gotta really think hard about the next turns using leader ability or not. Because we could trash Oven and Smoothie for leader effect. Because I think we want to keep unblockable. Oh crap, he's making us trash our cards, bro. Damn it. I think we trash Smoothie. Trash Smoothie. Next turn we could go Parasparrow. But we want to keep the rush unless Big Mom's on the board, right? Let's trigger out Katakuri. We have 4 4K bodies on board. And he's got a decent board right now. Okay, so this deck might actually be pretty solid with the Elbaf support for sure. I think we go another Pudding, trash an Oven, draw 3. So let's do that. Let's go 7, trash an Event, and then we'll trash a Katakuri to gain a life. Back to 4 life, and then we will go 7 with Katakuri to get a card out of his hand at least. Alright, we will pass. So if they attack Katakuri, it's fine because once we drop 10 Mom, we have to replace a body on board anyway, so attacking with at least one of the characters there does not matter. So once we drop 10 Mom, we'll probably make them take a life, and then all these bodies will become AK swings. Unless he does some shenanigans with Laboon and KOs certain bodies here. What he can do with Laboon, I think, is probably reduce the cost, drop Loki, and then KO like a couple of my bodies on board, which would be nasty, I'm not gonna lie. Because Laboon's an activate main. Yep, I think that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna do that, drop Loki. Oh, okay. Bro's going the full cost reduction route here. Wow. This might be a lethal turn for my guy. I was talking about how he can't deal with the bodies on board because they're standing up. But he just might take care of the board here. Alright, he KOs those 2. We still have 2 Puddings up. If he attacks... Oh, he'll get rid of the Katakuri. That'd be smart, yeah. Once he attacks life... Shoot, no trigger. Alright. Oh my god, okay. We could use this trigger. He can either trash 3 or we KO a, is it base? No, it's a 6 or less. I think we KO the Laboon, because I don't want to deal with that card anymore. If he trashes 3 cards, that's crazy work, man. Oh, he trashed 3 cards. Wow, he wants the Laboon. Alright, buddy. That's crazy work, I'm not gonna lie. I think we attack into the Laboon anyway. We get rid of the Laboon. We get rid of the Saw. 7K. I think we gain a life here. We'll gain a life. We will just attack leader just to use leader effects. And we'll trash a smoothie to gain a life. We're back to 4. We will get rid of the Laboon. I think we want to end this game quicker than he wants. All right. We're at 4 life. If he gets rid of these 2 bodies, that's fine. We'll take a okay, he KOs one of, oh, he KOs both. Okay. If he starts attacking life and we can get some triggers out on the board, this will be pretty lethal. We can Sparrow rush for 7. We can play a 6 or less, so we might play. Okay, so we get a trigger. Got an oven on board. Let's get another one. Shit. Maybe another one. Let's see. We're eating our lives away here, man. Oh my god, bro. This might not be. Okay. I'm praying for a trigger here. Never mind. Sometimes the triggers don't hit. That's just how it be. So I don't know. Can we just go for game here, I think? What if we go 8? All right, let's swing 8, trash unblockable. Trash one of the big moms to gain a life, because he's not going to want to trash a card. So I think he's just going to let us heal here probably, which would be a smart thing to do. The Sparrow is actually a very... okay, he trashes a random card and takes a life. 3, so 11... 4, 12, yeah. So we go 12 and then just swing a big old 15. GG's, my friend. Okay, that Elbaf Sabo deck might be legit. That was interesting to see. I'm glad I got to experience that, because that is a new idea. But the thing about this Sparrow is, if I had to stay alive for the next turn, I could rush, get rid of one of the bodies. I can play a 6 or less, so I could play this Sweet Commanders, rest 2, gain a life, and then give 2 opponents minus 3k. So I could be swinging a couple 8ks into whatever I minused, and honestly, Big Mom might be legit. Testing this deck out, Sparrow might be a pretty solid card late game for sure. All right, we have another game against Rocks. Going second at least, so that is good. We get a pudding. We'll take that. We'll take life. Game 1, we'll search. We will grab a cracker, so that way we can heal at least during this game. We probably got to be careful of what cards we trash here for leader ability. We're gonna trash a vent to try and gain a life if he'll let us. But with Rocks, like, trashing random cards out of his hand might not be that bad, because he draws so many cards. So we'll just see how this game goes to really determine what this matchup could be like. He stuns the Strucin, but that does not matter. But the Stussy will be an annoying card later on. So if we can maybe try and get rid of that card, that'd be great. We'll take, and we will use the trigger to rest the Stussy. We will go 6 into the Stussy, trash that, and then probably trash the Brulee for leader if they'll let us. Yeah, we'll trash Brulee, gain a life, and then pudding, trash the 3 commanders to draw 3. Yeah, he counters, which he should have used that to counter 2k. It might have been a misplay. No life, but it's fine. Okay, he quits. Yeah, I was like, he should have just 2k countered that. All right, another game against Rocks. He chose to go first. Interesting. That might be a better curve for Rocks, maybe. I don't know. You want to get to 10 drop, I feel like, though, but it's fine. Going second, we got a Searcher, and we have Pudding. We will go Strucin, pick up a Sparrow, and pass. Next turn, we can leader ability, maybe trash oven or the 3 commanders here. Hopefully we get a trigger out of life on this one. Draws 2, we get an oven out of life, so that's good. Let's go here, trash the brulee. And then if they let us trash, we will trash the oven to gain a life. All right, we'll trash, gain a life, and then put in trash the commanders to draw 3. He probably takes here. Yeah. All right, put in trash that, draw 3. All right, not bad. If we have to, we can use Zeus to KO a 5 or less, whether it's a Linlin or a Stussy. Yep. We will let them draw 2. They have 10 cards in hand. Crazy work. We will take this hit to see if we can get a trigger out of life. We do get a pudding. Top 5 for a Big Mom. I think we just grab a... Oh, let's just grab a 2K, I guess. I think we Zeus here. We Zeus, get rid of the Linlin. Be a big play for us here. Why don't we Zeus first? Take top life, KO the Linlin. And then I think we swing a big old 9, trash a smoothie, and then trash a commander, or trash... We'll trash that to gain a life. See if we can play that off the Parasparrow later on, maybe. And pass. And I think from now on, we debate using leader ability now. We're at 4 life. We're almost to Big Mom turn. He's got 0 bodies on board. We're not looking too bad. He's got 57 cards in hand. We'll probably just eat a life here to try and get another body on board if we can. This is the thing about yellow, bro. You're just gambling every turn to see if you can get that juicy trigger out of the life. We do not, unfortunately, but that's fine. If we can get a card that gains us a life, like, we'll probably use this card to play it raw just to gain a life. Yeah, I think we'd be fine. They just bottom decked one of our cards. That's awesome. Jesus Christ. All right, 8. We're gonna gain a life here, so we don't need to do that. Because we're gonna go Cracker, gain a life, and then go up to 4 life going into the Big Mom turn. And then we'll eat these lives to try and get triggers on the board. Gain a life, pass. And if they can't bottom deck or stun these 2 cards, then that'd be awesome. So I'm hoping for some good triggers out of life so we can get whatever on the board here. All right, we'll let them draw 2 because they have no bodies on board other than Linlin to be able to trash for counter here. Take that, trigger out oven. Like to see that for sure. I think we just counter this swing maybe. We'll counter this swing so that way we don't go down too far in life. And I just hope he doesn't stun any of our bodies here. That'd be the thing. All right, what does Kaido do? Give up to one of your opponents minus. Okay, that doesn't matter. All right, Big Mom turn. We are gonna make him take a life. But first, I think we attack here. Trash a card. He's probably gonna trash a random card. I think Big Mom against rocks, making them trash a random card might not be that okay. He's making us gain a life. All right, fair. I'll take it. Gain a life. And he can Big Mom or 2K to counter here. He does have a blocker on board. All right, we will go 10 Mom, make him take a life. 8 it, dude. Let's it go. 8 at face. And 8 at your face. Probably takes here. You don't want to give up Kaido that early. Or he counters, yeah. All right, 2 2Ks, I'll take that all day. All right, He probably attacks board here. And then what we can do is we can Sparrow rush into the 3 commanders to gain a life. But if he wants to let us keep our bodies on board, I'll take that as well. This oven, like I told you guys, is a MVP of the deck. Because if they KO this card, I'm going to pull out a pudding. I'm going to trash a card to just draw 3. So let's see what he does here. He probably just clears the pudding and the cracker. Oh, he's going for life. I will take that all day, buddy. I will take that all day. Okay, we get no trigger. That sucks, but that's fine. We have an unblockable event. He's got 77 cards in hand. He drops rocks. Now he can play double bodies here. He drops Shiki. Shiki's rush character. That's why he attacked life. Okay. I don't think you need to use Shiki's ability to minus it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. No, there's no world where we counter that. Alright, I think another Big Mom could be good here, but also we don't have enough swings on board. Let's go Sparrow into here, use card action, gain a life, minus. And then I should have left it down for event, but that's fine. Attack here, trash Katakuri. I trashed probably one of the 10 moms to gain a life here. Okay, we're back to 5 lives. Let's see what he does here. He has Gum Rain. Okay, that's fair, honestly. I think we just go 8. He lets it go. Okay. The thing is, I think we just go for life here. Go for life because he can just can trash a card for Shiki to give -3. So let's go for life because I think we're just trying to end the game here. He takes. Do we swing Big Mom? Because if we swing Big Mom, it takes away our chance to have those bodies on board be AKs, but it's fine. I think we just get rid of. We'll go for the Shiki. 6 to 12. See what he does. Probably blocks. Because he wants to keep that Shiki on board to get rid of the Big Mom, probably. He blocks, yeah, I thought so. Alright. He can clear the Big Mom here, but we do have another Big Mom to bring out. We'll have Oven. They don't want to KO Oven unless they bottom deck it. And then we have the 3 sweet commanders on board to swing. So he's gotta go for board here. If he doesn't, he's probably dead next turn. 4K at 4K. I will let that go. What he can do is KO the Oven, bring out a he bottom decked it. All right, yep, we might be cooked. We're not cooked, but like that was a good play that he made. That's the best thing he could have done. Was bottom deck the Oven, so that way we can't play a body off of it. So now he can go into the Big Mom and let it die, probably, because he's just gonna swing big old 12 at it anyway. Yeah, let it die, because we want some triggers on the board. And he's gonna have to go for life eventually, so what he could do is drop Stussy to stun the commanders, though. He's got 6 Dawn. What does he drop? A Newgate? He draws a Newgate. We get a Katakuri out of life. Let's go. He's got to swing rocks into life here. Keeping Big Mom standing up might be the move, but I'm still debating on if that's the right thing to do, to keep Big Mom and not attack with Big Mom. That is the debate. No trigger, unfortunate, but that's fine. We're still at 3 life, so I'll take that all day, I guess. We have unblockable. So what we could do is drop this Big Mom, make him take a life, and then maybe go unblockable, because I don't think we lose on the clapback. take a life. Attack here. Trash. 10 mom. Trash. Putting to gain a life. Yeah, we're at 4 life now. On the verge of losing here. If he cannot get out of this big old... It's going to be a 21k swing with unblockable. If he has the blocker on board still. We will go 8k life. We're just trying to get cards out of his hand to prep for the unblockable swing if he still has a blocker on board. And if we can get trigger bodies out of life too, that'd be awesome. So this is exactly how I'm wanting to play this deck. Stay healthy, swing big numbers, unblockable to end the game. Okay, he's getting rid of a lot of cards in hand to try and stay alive. He blocks. Okay, fair enough. And we will pass. 4 life. Big Mom on board. If he can stun it, that's the one thing that can help him here. But what we can do is maybe go unblockable with leader, because Newgate only works to give plus for your leader, but Shiki only works to give minus to a character. We will take that hit to the commanders, and then if he starts going for life, what he should do is probably play Stussy, stun the Big Mom, because he's got 30 cards in hand. He probably has it. So with these small bodies, you more than likely just want to let them go, because out of your lives that you gain, you're just going to keep reoccurring these bodies on board regardless. So see what he reveals. He's got 14 cards left in deck. He's drew a 2k. Alright, swing an 8k lead. We'll take that. We'll trigger out a cracker. We'll take that. We will take that all day. Because if we can trigger out these bodies and get counter out of his hands to prepare for the Big Mom. Oh, never mind. Alright. Oh. Okay. Oh! Okay. He stunned Cracker and Big Mom. Alright, we get an oven on board. Let's go. We're gambling for these triggers, boys. That's what we're doing right now. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, no trigger. Alright. What does he play here? Does he play a blocker? Or another Stussy? If he plays Stussy to stun the oven, that'd be crazy. Oh, stop, man. Oh, man. At this point, 15k and see if he's got it. He can go to 8, and then he'd have to use Rocks as a 2k if he has it in hand. If he's got it, he's got it. Good game if he does, because we can't really do much here. Yeah. 15k at your face. Do you have it or not? Trash a card. You want to trash a random card? I mean, he probably wouldn't have let us gain a life anyway. Oh, he let us gain a life. We probably could have gained a life off that and had 3 life to maybe get out of dying next turn, but let's just see if he's got it. This goes to 8 off the Newgate. 12, 14, 16. Yeah, he's got it. All right, GG's. GG's probably. I didn't know he used Newgate's ability. That sucks. All right, yeah, it's GG's. Man, that's crazy. Oh, I thought a deck full of bricks couldn't get out of that swing, but jeez, he did, man. That was a good game, though. Still learning the deck, still testing things out. This deck is pretty good. I mean, give me props, man. I've barely played this deck at all, so I'm still trying to figure out how it kind of works. But I think for the most part, what you want to do is keep your bodies on board throughout the game, and then just wait till the 10 mom turn to buff them. And then this Sparrow is good to give it rush, AK rush, and play a 6 or less to gain a life off the commanders or whatever else. So I think this deck honestly is pretty good. It's just unfortunate that like the Rocks was able to stun 3 things in 1 turn, so that was unfortunate. So I think other than that, we probably would have had the game, but this deck is pretty fun to use. It's a big gambling deck to see if you get triggers out of life. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. What you want to do is maybe get rid of these non-trigger cards and add in more, just so that way you can have the chance to maybe get more bodies on board. So what I think I'm going to do is get rid of the maybe the Zoo, maybe the Searcher. I didn't feel like I played the Searcher as much because I just keep, like, I don't know if the Searcher's really necessary. And 2Ks in this deck might not be necessary because you just want to keep taking lives anyway, but and you don't protect your bodies on board like anyway. So I don't know, we'll see, but might get rid of some of these cards to get more triggers, and I don't know, maybe reduce the unblockable, but we'll see. I think we're getting there, I think. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and sub to see more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.